Hey guys, Coach Life here again with some more oxygen not included. Speed run on Oasisse. I've queued up just a little bit before we start. I've got this polluted water which is going to be pumped into here with the overflow going down to our tank here for coolant. It's got some polluted ice in there which will hopefully melt and cool this down. Some hydroponic farms here. Because I think it's time we started up in our reed fibre production. Yeah, we need to get some insulation once we've harvested those materials. Rockets, well, I'm just queuing up these two, ready to go. I've queued up a little bit more digging, although they won't be able to get to this bit until they've uncovered this bit. So I'll have to just keep on top of that. Then I'm going to dig this all out here. And just see if there's any more hatches to fill up our farms here. Yeah, so that's it. So let's get on with it then. Hope your week's going well. Oh, there goes our rocket again. Fantastic. Better snip the automation on that so it doesn't keep going multiple times to the same place. Really need to find a better way of doing this. If I didn't use pliers, I'd just have to be constantly watching it. I'm trying to think that I probably ought to move these Atmos suit docks, all these ones, and put just one set down here or something that they can use. Not sure how much plastic we've got at the moment. Let me have a quick look. Plastic. Oh, loads. Right, I think so, yeah. I think we'll put some Atmos suit docks down here. And we'll fire them up to the top in a transit tube. Let's get this mopped up here first, because... What was that all dripping down from then? It was dripping down from the top, wasn't it, when those pipes broke? Oh well, not to worry. Yeah, not got an awful lot of oxygen in there at the moment. Wonder if we can spare sending any more up from down here. We'd have to take it from this side so it filled the Atmos suit docks first, wouldn't we? I'm wondering actually, you know. I really should just have one set of Atmos suit docks, really. How many have I got now? It's just getting ridiculous, isn't it? It's because I didn't plan it out properly when I started. So we've got this one here, that one there. Now I'll leave those two. I can't really expand that one any, but now I'm going to have to put another set in up here. Right, yeah, we'll replace the other ones down the bottom with one set here. So let's get transit tube access in first. That's there. Let's put some Atmos suit not checkpoint docks in. 1, 2, 3. That's 13 we can get in there. That's not too bad. Just make sure we can get the checkpoint in as well. Yep, that will fit. So we need to run some tubing. Transit tube. Thinking best way to do this. better to cross over and take it up the outside, I think. Yeah. Deconstruct. No, not all. Buildings. That door's a bit toasty, isn't it? 92-degree hydrogen. Yikes! I left that there so I could get access to these in case I had any problems, and yeah, probably wasn't the greatest idea, but there'll be an Atmos suit soon, so as long as we don't kill anyone in the meantime. Deconstruct buildings, priority 9, 1, 2, 3. Probably run that ladder up there, and that will stop them using this one so much. Good stuff. And probably ought to put an Atmos transit tube going that way as well, but we'll leave that for now. See what we've got in the printing pod. Wren, small bladder, gastrophobia, X-ray strip machinery. Catalina, suit wearing, supplying, researching, diver's lungs, unconstructive. What's a balloon? Catalina looks pretty good. Actually, suit wearing, supplying, researching. Oh, would there be any more perfect a rocket pilot? Yeah, Devon don't really need a cook. Yeah, Catalina, you're in. Right, let's get you on a decent schedule. Yes. Yes, that would be it. It's because I've got people in space, so yeah, that'll do. Anyway, you're on a schedule there. We're going to want 3 or 4 rocket pilots anyway. Well, probably 4 actually. So, liquid fuel tank. I just can't never remember how much you need for 10,000. I think you can get away with 1 fuel tank for 10,000. Yes, you can. 564 kilos. So we'll just keep these rockets nice and small as they're going for there. Where's all of this? Is it just here that there's a scalding? Yeah, it is. Right, okay. Let's deconstruct that ladder there then, apart from a couple of segments. That one. That one. That should leave us access to there, but stop them using this side where it's a bit too toasty. I can probably just put some insulated blocks in front of those and then just deconstruct them if I need access. Kind of makes sense, really. So we'll do that. Stop them getting mullered every time they go up there. Really? Where now? Same place. Ooh, that heavy watt conductive joint plate's a bit toasty as well, isn't it? Yikes. Oh well. You'll just have to deal with it. It's because this hydrogen's coming out of here and it's being pumped into here. It's, you know, it's still coming through a bit too hot. Despite the water. Oh, it's in igneous. No. It comes in igneous and then changes to granite. That's okay. I wonder if if I put... And that's coming through at 75 degrees as well, isn't it? Let's just knock a little bit of ceramic in there just where it passes through. Just to stop that, because igneous isn't really a perfect insulator, so it does can get a bit toasty. And then the water that comes up, we'll just change a couple of segments of that to radiant, and copper will be fine. That'll just add a little tiny bit of cooling to that area, which I'm sure will just over the long term cool that down a bit. Right, liquid fuel tank. Right, now we need some cargo bays, and I'm going to make these out of obsidian. The reason I make these out of obsidian is because sometimes if it gets a bit too toasty here, these can just melt and disappear. Adhesive conveyor. Oh my word! What is going on here? You've managed to entomb the robo miner. Oh, why have we only got one? Replace that with something made out of iron. Why on earth have I only got... Ah, that's... I bet that regolith's coming in. No, it's not that hot. Is it? Let's just check on the conveyor rail. 23? No, that's okay. That should, what's the overheat on that is 125, so that should be fine. What I've done here is I've not got a second robo miner, which is probably why we're having a problem. That must have been like that from the start. Conveyor rail, copper ore. Yeah, we'll move that over to here. We'll deconstruct priority 9. And then we'll put another robo miner there, which should have been there in the first place. I've obviously been completely negligent on that one. And now we're feeding them, that's going to become more of an issue. Yeah, next thing we know, they'll be making a break for it. Right, shipping, robo miner. We'll replace that as well. See, without 2 robo miners, you're just asking for trouble in here. Some people put 3 in. I think Tony Advanced, he uses 3. I've always managed to get away with 2, so... Whoa! That was firing through the bottom. Right, so we need that conveyor loader back in. That can be made out of iron. No, actually, I'm going to make it out of gold. Because that's fairly renewable at the moment. Another auto sweeper. Also, no, copper's got the same overheat temperature as well. What is that? Right, so that was being used for meat and eggshells, I believe. So, organic eggshells and edible meat. There we go. What we're left on yellow alert now? It's a bit annoying. Come on. Oh, that incubator. That's okay. Right, might as well get rid of that one as well. Replace that with a copper one. just have to wait. So they've deconstructed that. Right, where were we? Yes, transit tubes. Bit high risk this one. I've left shove vole access here, so we shall see. Now, one of these first, I'm pretty sure I've done this before, where you use that and you just fire them up here and they just land on this thing. I'm hoping that works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, but I think it does. Right, so now we need to stock these up. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to deconstruct these ones, but leave the checkpoint. So I'll change that to clearance always. Can't change access on that. Priority 9, those. Right, ventilation. So which was our pipe? This was our pipe that was feeding the Atmo suits. This one. So we just need to change that very slightly. So it comes down, across, back through there. We also need power. And of course we haven't got any heavy watt conductive here, have we? So what's temperature up here? 53. Power. Large power transformer. Made out of copper. Conductive wire. Made out of lead. Right. I bet they're all on priority. No, they're on priority 9. That's good. They'll get them done quick. So what we'll do is we'll undock, 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 and then we'll move those to here. How many was it? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Yeah, I did say there might be a problem with that conveyor rail passing through there, didn't I? Damn, I was right. Sometimes I hate it when I'm right. Right, base. Yeah, I might have to just run that conveyor rail around the top. Shipping, conveyor rail. I mean, what I ought to do is actually sort out. Ah, yes, that would work. Right, I'm just going to snip both ends of that for the moment. And then when we get this fired up, I'll just pass it round along that radiant pipe and that can act as the cooling. Right. And then we'll copy that. Right, 22.1 cycles. We better get a move on with this then, haven't we? Liquid, crude oil, enable auto bottle, priority 9, copy settings, I'm not too worried about this conveyor rail yet, because at the moment, you know, we're a ways off that. So ventilation, gas pump, 2 of those, get it done quickly. High pressure gas vent, and we need power, which we have here, I believe. Heavy watt conductive wire. Ooh. Make that out of copper just in case it starts to get a bit warm there. Large power transformer. Conductive wire. We need some steel in here. Although only that much. And that much. And these are going to be gone by the time we fire it up, so conductive wire, copper, there we go. Right, that's something for them to be getting on with. Right, I'm just going to skip forward to getting that all done. Right, so that's all done then. Our rocket is back. Let's just see how much I need to use to send it to 30,000 kilometers. 806. That's probably not going to be accurate in my experience. We'll see. So send it to the, is it Carbon Asteroid? Sorry, excuse me. Change this to, see if it will magic 806. It does for some rockets, but others I always find on the Assistant is a little bit under. Got some injured dupes, so let's get them all healed up, because quite a lot of injured dupes. Come on, get more fixed up. So barbecue's very inconsistent at the moment. 1 minute we got loads, then we got none. Right, this is looking horrendous up here. So I think it's time we just whacked in a carbon skimmer. And I need to put in a door there as well tonight, which I never did. Well, Drecos have probably made a run. No, they haven't made a run for it. Should be 6 anyway. Copy settings. Oh, we've got a glossy. Don't need him. In fact, have I got an egg cracker? Got where my kitchen is on this one. Down there. No, I haven't. It's a shame, otherwise I'd just set them all to kill them all. Right, pump. Oh, we've got regular water in there. That's going to be fun. Oh, that's come out of here, isn't it? Yeah. Stop that. Don't want no regular water in there. Filter that out now. Oh dear, one thing after another on it. This game will always find a way to screw you. Oh, I don't want it all yellow like that. 49. Plumbing. Oh, what the hell? Oh dear, how often do I do that? Right. Yeah, we'll just snip that until I've enabled the liquid filter. Right, that should do the trick there. Not going to get an awful lot of reed fibre out of this, but you know, some would be nice. What? Copy settings. Thank you. Right. Good stuff. We're out of steel at the moment. That's why these aren't getting built. Just need to build up more lime. Right, carbon skimmer. So, want plumbing. No, want refinement. Or sieve. Two should be plenty. He looks like he's having a bit of a hard time of it there. So, triage cot's probably empty now. I can't remember where I put them. There. So, let's just finish off healing all these guys up. Already, that's not got power because it needs that last section of power wire and plumbing. Just prime the system. More than enough. should take care of that carbon dioxide. Don't want any dupes at the moment, so I'm not even going to look at them, because I'll only be tempted to take one that looks good, and I don't want one. Ooh, really? Why is that so hot up there? Oh, we've been breaking glass again. Yes, we have. Oh, what's going on now? Why are you trapped? Oh, yeah, you come up here. No, you can come in through here. What the hell? You're not trapped, are you? Unless we've got two. No, no, you've got full navigation. Find Marie. You might be. Damn. No, you've got full access as well. Oh, right. That would probably be better, wouldn't it? Yeah. Trouble is, if I do that, then they'll be taking those suits down. They'll come down here and they'll try and take the suits down here from the ladder. So if I deconstruct that, re-enable access both sides of there, then they can use that. Should do the trick. Why are you trapped, Bert? Why can't you use the transit tube? Oh. I'm just going to see what happens here, because I don't think that's right. I think the game's just... since this last update, there's been so many issues. Right. If you select a dupe sometimes now, it just goes mega laggy. It's okay at the moment, but... So what we have here is we have a layer of chlorine that's causing a problem. Right. In my usual style, we shall throw some power at the situation. No, don't want ceramic. That's way excessive. Ventilation. Granite or igneous will do fine. Going to start pumping all this crap out into the outside area that we're just not using at the moment. Deal with it later. Pump the oxygen back in, of course. Right, this filter now needs to be set to... Which way have I run the pipes? Right, filtered output should be polluted water. And then we need to run some power to it. Ooh. Don't want that conductive wire there. That's gonna... all there. I'm surprised that isn't overloading at the moment. Let's get that in there. Right, power. What are we running off this one? Ah, should have capacity. In fact, I think... did I not make some changes to that circuit? Yes, I did. Thought I had, just not... that's much more reasonable. Yep. Right. Job done on that one. We've still not been... come on. We've not got access to any crude oil at the moment. Could have sworn I had a pitcher pump. Yeah, 6.3 tons. Right, so this has been cracking pipes and it's got glass here which is giving off a stupid amount of temperature. So I think, to be honest, we don't really need any more glass, so we'll just get rid of that. Sweep it up, dump it in our storage area. Alright, those are starting to pump the chlorine out. What we'll do is we'll copy those and we will improve the gas flow along here somewhat. Might have a little bit of spillage to mop up. Oh no, better not do that bottom one. Cross-contaminate. That's good. Ah, yes. Yes, this is what we've done wrong here. So, we don't really need that anymore. Still obviously got a bit of wire there somewhere that's the wrong... ah, overload damage. It's that conductive wire that's under there. It didn't deconstruct that when I put the joint plate in. Not a problem. Right. That's working. Have we got any oil in here yet? Why are you saying no pending deliveries when you can go and bottle it? Oh, now. I think it just momentarily says they're confined because someone's using the transit tube up top or something, and it just says they can't, just for that fraction of a second. It's a bug, probably a bug in the mod. Come on, get this flipping oil down. Let me just check. Nisbet, show navigation. Right, you can get to the pitcher pump, no problem. And you can get to the bottle emptier, no problem. So I really don't understand what the issue is. Unless... yeah, we don't have any access problems. Oh, I'm just at a loss. I really don't know what the problem is. I'm not going to sit here listening to that for forever. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just put a flipping liquid vent in there and plumb it in. Should know better just to do that, really. It's a bit low on oxygen in there, isn't it? That's probably why they're overheating. I don't know why though, we haven't pumped it out. Just one more. Right, bit of temporary piping. Let's just bung some oxygen in there. Just regular pressure. Improves the heat transfer in there. Still got no steel. Probably got no lime. Right, so 2 tons is queued up. Metal refinery has not enough lime, so it's definitely a lime shortage. You'd think with all the critters we're ranching, they'd be getting a ton of lime from all those eggs, but no, apparently not. Ah, look at all these. Yeah, that's going to get us some lime, isn't it? Right, let's sort that out then. Dig 9. In you go. And we shall run a ladder down there. We've got a load in here as well, so we'll do the same in here. Oh, meal nice unrefrigerated. Yeah, just ignore it and it goes away. Right, how many eggs have we got? Hatchling eggs 28, shove bowl eggs 28, stone hatchling eggs 8. Ah, right. Not got any conveyor rails. Something else to sort. Yep. So. Yeah, they're all sitting on those eggs in there. Most of those aren't going to be viable now. They've probably been sitting there for an eternity. Right. Okay, probably got some skill points we need to allocate now. Catalina. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Frankie. You're okay at the moment, aren't you? Ada, how are you doing? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Camille, you were going to be a rocket pilot, so now you are a rocket pilot. Catalina is going to be as well, so fabulous. Oh, fantastic. We now have a vacuum. Brilliant. Right. I'm not going to make the same mistake with this as well, so we are going to plumb the water straight in. Deconstruct these liquid bridges. Or that liquid bridge for now. No, I won't. I'll just hop over it. 1, 2, 3. Plumbing. Vent. And I'm just going to fill this loop with regular water. We'll need a thermosensor on it, which I haven't really left room for because I'm a genius like that. So we will run yeah, I'm going to pump that to a vacuum again, aren't I? Obsidian. It's right, it'll happen fairly quickly. Plumbing, liquid pipe thermosensor, automation. see what's happening now. They're running around. They're managing to get in this way. No, they're not. Can't be that way. Because I've made sure that's all cut off. Don't run at the moment, please. 10 cycles left. We're gonna make it in time. Yeah, that didn't work, did it? Right. Plumbing. Liquid bridge. This week. Be nice. Oh, thanks for that. Bloody. Yay! God for that. It's really starting to get on my nerves. Oh, really? I mean, I know it's over 200, but it's only just over 200. That really should be coping with that. Right. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I mean, this is still pretty cool. There's not really anything here causing any problems. The water in the pipe is cool enough, so... So it's just crappy copper pipe. So I don't usually use copper as radiant pipe, so I've been using it on Badlands because there's no aluminium. I didn't realise it was quite that rubbish. Or is it just that aluminium is really that good? I mean, I do use aluminium for most of my heat transfer pipe, so yeah, okay. Interesting to see what the water temperature's doing now. Come on, plumbing. Yeah, I mean, that's still running at like 23 degrees. Post aquatuna and turbine, so, and that's low, it's coming in there, so yeah, I think that's still going to be okay. Yeah, I mean, temperature's sitting at a nice 80 degrees now, and you know, with these running, that should lower the temperature in here, and yeah, so how are we doing down here? Yeah, these are all overheating as well now, probably because the water temperature is just too toasty. Let's try the same trick, just see if we can exchange more heat. We're having lots of fun today, aren't we? Anyway, we're at my limit time-wise, so pretty much. So let's hope next episode goes better. Although, with the way things have been going recently, I'm not convinced. So I hope you have a great day, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Oh, we've got a dying dupe. Where's that? Hassan. What? What? Oh, you... Oh. Just make sure he makes it to the... Has he been cooked by the regolith? Yeah, probably. Right, base, insulated tile, obsidian. It's just all coming out of this obsidian tile here, where the rail's running through. So well, hopefully, once we've run our aquatuna, we've probably got enough water in there, in that loop now. Sorry, in here. Come on, take that bridge out. Oh, so slow. Right. Okay, bit of temporary cooling loop. Yeah, we'll just and I am just going to use copper for this, just to cool it down a little bit in here. Probably don't need to send any more water up that way now. No, we definitely don't. Those can be deconstructed, we don't want those. So we'll get this down to a nice cool temperature, and when the regolith comes through here, which it's going to do now, and we are going to snip it there. So now all the regolith will come this way, and hopefully it will come through at a lower temperature. Just want to see if this is working. Not particularly well. Might need a few more temp shift plates. Or better still, yeah, metal tile. Oh, can't because of the heavy wire. Can do it there. Still got access to both sides. It's just got a little bit of aluminium there, metal blocks. Just want to see if this works before we end the episode. Come on, dupes, get those built. Yes, that is working. Oh, that's much more reasonable. And as this water comes down in temperature, that will improve even more. Excellent. Great stuff. So hopefully now this will all cool down and we can allow them access again. That'll be good. We've got a... Ah yes, didn't rebuild that, didn't I? I'll just slap that in and they can finish that off next episode when they got access again. Have a great day, guys. I will see you tomorrow.